This is not an attack on anybody. This is not a generalization of what I'm about to say, but it's just a healthy discussion that we need to have. We need to have this discussion between both men and women on what men and women want. We as men, we are seeing that women always talking about what they want from men. They want men to do this, they want men to do that, they want men to do that. And it's like, what are y'all doing to want men to do that? What are you contributing on your part to want a man to want to desire you, to want a man to want to be with you, to want a man to be there by your side and to build you up and to continue to be a valuable partner, you know what I mean? So these discussions are needed because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sisters, 2020, a lot of brothers, and this not an attack on all y'all, but we gotta be honest. There are a lot of brothers that are feeling unwanted by their own women. There are a lot of men out there that are being undesirable or undesired by their own women. To the point brothers are saying they opting out. And they ain't talking about just leaving, just going to white women. No. They're opting out, period. So my question is, since a lot of women say they want this for men, what are women willing to do to show that appreciation? If we're going to continue to progress in this society, especially as a people, we have to have these discussions. Why is the single mother rate at an all-time low? But we're not going to discuss single mothers. We're going to discuss relationship dynamics. What is your definition of having your life together? What is your perception of men that do play cocky and high games? Are we just basing this on material items? Because if that's the case, that's one of the major reasons why so many women are lacking true relationships. I can tell you that from personal experience. No, it ain't all women. But the generalization is when one brother does something wrong, all brothers get generalized like that, and that's very unfair. Like, brother commit crimes, they want to say all black men are criminals. That's unfair, and it's wrong because it's not true. We know all women like that. You know what I'm describing to you is that case of not all women are like that. She showed that she truly cared about her husband and her friends because she was willing to support him to the end. She stayed by that man. She's very supportive. She looked after him. You know what I'm saying? When he feeling down, she picked him up. When he's sick, she nursed him back to health. And in return, he displays his loyalty by, giving her guidance. Whatever she need, he dealt for her. If she need to be cheered up, he cheers her up. And you can see it. I've seen it personally. And it's just simple shit like that what men want for women. And this is another reason why a lot of women are suffering in these so-called relationships. A lot of women don't want to face reality. The reality is, men that do got themselves, other women pursue them, whether you want to admit it or not. Single men that live single lives, they're actually more upfront and honest about their situation. I agree with you on to take care of themselves. I truly believe that no man should want to pursue a relationship without having some type of stability amongst himself. On my platform, I put more emphasis on brothers because as a man myself, I tend to identify more closely with black men. That doesn't mean I hate black women, y'all know. But I do stress the importance for brothers to be on their grind, improve themselves mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, intellectually, morally, improve those aspects. I agree with that. What do women really desire from men? Brothers, what do we really desire from women? I can tell you what we desire, and I probably can speak on the majority of what brothers. We want our women to be sexy. We want our women to look good. That's the physical aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? The mental aspect of it is we want women to be our comfort and our stability, meaning that we women that are confident. We look for women that are respectful. We look for women that in our presence. We look for women that wants to help motivate her man. If a woman is encouraging to a man, it ain't nothing that man can do to make sure that his woman is provided for and taken care of. But relationships gotta be a two-way street. It can't be all about you. This is why a lot of women are continuing to remain single. because they're focusing on just what that man can do for me. What are you willing to do for the man? What are you bringing besides sex? And let's go to the other side. Besides money for men, besides a man's resources, what do you value from a man? Brothers, what we value from women besides sex? These are issues we need to continue to discuss. We have to have these conversations. Because we can't just say that, this nigga ain't shit, and, these dudes this. I want a man to value me, appreciate me, love me. Okay, that's cool. But are you doing the same on your part? Because we as men, we want to be valued. We want to be loved. But more importantly, we want to be respected. As men, respect comes before love. When you respect the man, okay, you can hate my guts. As long as you respect me, that's your value to me. Because my respect means that you acknowledge and identify with the strength that I bring as a man. But the bottom line is, it's a two-way street. You can't just say I want. What are you gonna give? You see the dynamic? Relationships have to have balance. I don't believe in equality. You're not gonna be the same. You're gonna do the same, dwell in the homosexuality. But relationships are balanced. A man has his strengths, a woman has her strengths. A man has his role to fulfill in the relationship, a woman has her role to fulfill in the relationship. I tell any woman, if you get with me, I'm Michael Jordan in the relationship, you're Scottie Pippen in the relationship. I'm a Bulls fan, you know what I'm saying? Jordan is the GOAT to me, so I'm going to use it from a basketball analysis. I'm Michael Jordan, I'm the captain, I'm the head, I'm the lead. That is historically has been the natural inclination of the man's role in a relationship structure. That's another reason why these relationships nowadays ain't working out. Notice how these women messing around with side dudes and stuff because they got weak ass men at home. Tell me if I'm lying. You got men out there who want to kiss her ass all the time, who when she get out of pocket, he ain't correcting her. And I don't mean beefing. We not doing no Ike Turners over here. What I mean by correction is you're not tolerating that disrespect. You're not tolerating that foolishness. You're pulling her to the side to tell her, you only got one time to pull that bullshit. Cut it out. It works, brothers. It works. This is what women are lacking. They don't see that on a regular basis. Why? Because they so used to being in a dominant position. That's not a woman's natural role. And I ain't talking from a biblical perspective. I'm talking about from a natural, historic perspective. Go to the animal. You notice how the female lines, them the riders, them the Scottie Pippens, because they do the dirty work. But let them go get the kill. When that male line show up, what do? They move the hell out the way. Because they know that male line is that dominating presence. This is what we as men are lacking. We're lacking a dominant presence because we've taken more of a feminine energy more than a masculine energy. Women are by nature are attracted to masculine energy. Alpha masculine energy at that. A strong domineering presence. You can see it when a man walks in the room with extreme confidence, a little bit of arrogance. And that's another thing, ladies. Stop saying because a man arrogant, he a weak dude. He ain't no weak dude. He's playing true masculine values. So we have to understand there got to be a balance in the dynamic between men and women. But ladies, y'all can't just say, I want this, want this, want this, want this, want this, want this. What are you willing to input into that want? For every want, there's a need. Hell, I may want sex, but I need to get to know that woman from an emotional and psychological mindset before I want to insert my penis into her. See, let me break that down again. If I meet a fine looking woman as a man, if I come in contact immediately with a beautiful, curvaceous, or a good looking woman, period. Let's say I come into contact with a good looking sister, right? I'm be honest with you, men, for the most part, we think about that shit. I may want to have sex. That's a want. But the need overpowers the want because I need to get to know that woman. I I can't just automatically just have sex with that woman without knowing her, because little do both men and women know, each person you have sex with, you're taking a certain part of their spirit with you. And this is why a lot of us are mentally unstable. It is not impractical to have sex with tons of people. I want this, want that. What are you willing to put in order to get what it is you're looking for? This is what we're missing. This is what a lot of women are missing in their quest for relationships. Because without that respect, men just ain't gonna fuck with it. That's the bottom line reality. You want a lot. What are you willing to bring to what we call the table in order to make the relationship dynamic successful? As a man, self-preservation is the first rule of nature. As a man, you should be on your purpose first and foremost. If you're a man that ain't on your purpose and you don't know what it is you desire out of life, you dating a woman should be the last thing on your mind. Like I said, as men, we have to focus on self first. We gotta be strong mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, because we have to be able to have social skills. We have to be able to have building skills. We have to be able to produce. We have to be able to first provide for self, then others will, once our paper get right. And we have to have financial stability. Brothers, we in general do a poor job at communicating with women. We do a piss poor job at communicating with women. Now, we have to do a better job at identifying communications with women. But also, women, you got to leave something for the imagination, man. If you coming off as whores, how you think men gonna address you as? Is it right? No, but what you put out there in the universe, you shall receive. Same thing with fellas. If you putting out thirst energy, don't be surprised if she put your ass in the friend zone. But the bottom line is, we have to be able to create that balance with each other into formulating stronger and more meaningful relationships with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Will said, man, that lack of understanding within each other kills any type of dynamic between men and women. My posts are generated towards the upliftment of black men, but it benefits black women because when brothers are strengthened, women are naturally attracted to that, man. When you let a woman know what your game plan is, what you willing to put in, what your leadership capabilities, she gotta follow it, bro. That's part of the doctrine, cause she benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? Conclusion, women, you have to not always want. You're always saying what you want from men. You need to do a realistic observation of yourself and tell yourself, what are you contributing in your own personal life that's going to benefit not only yourself but the man in whom you're desiring. In other words, what are you willing to give to that? What are certain attributes and qualities you're going to give to that man in order to have a successful relationship that you're looking for? Relationships are a two-way street. A man must be respected, valued, and loved the same way a woman wants to be respected. A man has to be wanted by his woman the same way a woman wants to be loved by her man. We have to look at this from both angles. Bottom line reality is, relationships are a two-way street. What you want, you have to be willing to give. What you desire, you have to be willing to put in as well. Women, we understand y'all want to be loved, y'all want to be taken care of. You want a provider, you want a protector, you want a man that's going to be a man. But we as men, we want women to be women. We don't want women to be bossy and noisy and to discourage us and bring us down. Because that's a sad tale of your personality. That's a sad tale of that makes you more undesirable. Black men, black women, let's continue to build. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to evolve. Mama mentality, baby. One love.